Hey guys, you can't tell the story of this Wolfpack season without talking about the coaching change that happened back in November when Chris Knobloch got the call up to the Edmonton Oilers and Steve Smith was named the interim head coach here in Hartford. Well, fast forward now to April, and the Hartford Wolf Pack have clinched a playoff spot, which is a tremendous accomplishment for Coach Smith. And I sat down with him to discuss his journey here in Hartford, as well as his personal journey in the sport of hockey.
You guys are a little faster now, they go around you.
Typically when there's a coaching change, a coach gets fired. Was not the case here. Chris Knobloch gets the job in Edmonton, you get elevated to interim head coach here in Hartford. You don't really need to change the culture at all, right?
Usually you're stepping into an environment that's somewhat toxic, that their coach is getting fired because things aren't going the right way. This was a really clean-spirited environment. There was a lot of really good relationships that had already been forged, and as a staff we were all part of. So it did make it to be a lot simpler transition than probably what most guys would have to endure.
How would you describe the culture here?
I think it's an honest culture. I think that it's a hard-working culture. People want to come here every single day. I think the players truly enjoy coming to this rink, and that's one of the things that we try to impress on them every day, that this is a destination, and when things aren't going well, this is the place that they want to come first.
How does this office compare to the old office?
This is all the stuff that was here. I just came in and moved my stuff in. I moved the pictures of my grandkids in, and I moved a couple of my personal items in, but otherwise everything's pretty much stayed the same.
These are your grandkids?
Yeah, one's about 6 months and one's 16 months. The 16-month-old is talking now. I think her first word was Papa, of course. My dad was Papa, I'm Papa, and I'm assuming it'll continue down the line.
It's an inherited name.
It's an inherited name, yes, exactly right, yeah.
Your kids played hockey?
Yes, one of my boys played, and my other boy never played. I shouldn't say never played. He played as a very young man, maybe up till about 8 or 9.
What is that like for you as a father, watching your kids take on what you grew to love?
It was a lot of fun. That was the time that I took a break from hockey. I retired because I had a really bad back and went to Calgary to coach in '98. And found a guy that knew how to train and taught me how to train. Before you know it, my back was fit and I was prepared to go again. And I retired at age 34, and then I retired again at age 38.
When did the back issues start? Did that start years before you decided to hang it up, or that was more of an immediate thing?
Even in junior hockey, I remember getting off the bus and I'd be crooked and bent over and in a bad place and having to really warm up to play games. And I was 17 or 18 years old then.
Oh my goodness.
And you're looking back, how long has this back problem been around? It's been with me forever.
And you didn't think that was normal, right?
It was normal for me. It was certainly normal for me. It wasn't normal for the other guys.
That was your first team?
That was my first team.
You were 5 years old?
I was 5 years old, exactly, yeah.
And you're 60?
I am, yeah.
So 55 years you've been around the sport of hockey.
I have been, yes. I feel very fortunate to have been able to stick it out this long. What
have you learned in those 55 years?
Well, I think that I've learned that there's nothing better for me. It is my life. It has been my life forever. I just played for the love of the game, and it's funny, but it's 55 years later, and I'm still doing it for the love of the game.
It's got to be so rewarding when you get to tell a guy like Brennan or Matt that they're getting the call to the Rangers.
Well, that's the fun part of it, right? You're excited for them to go up and spend some time with that team, and just to see the light in their eyes and how excited they are to get that opportunity is so rewarding as a coach.
How bright is the light in your eyes, Coach, at 60 years old?
Well, I can tell you that I love coming here every single day. I wake up with a newfound energy every day. I come to the rink, I'm excited, and I've been able to find that every day. I really, truly have been able to find joy in what I'm doing right now.
Well, that's what sports is all about, right? Putting smiles on faces. Coach Smith has helped lead this Wolfpack team back to the postseason, but we're not in postseason play just yet. Still 3 more regular season games remaining, including tonight against the Penguins, who could be the first-round opponent for the Wolfpack, but the more likely opponent is the Charlotte Checkers. If the Penguins win tonight, it's definitely going to be the Charlotte Checkers in the first round of the playoffs. So that's what's at stake tonight here at the XL Center. Puck drops at 7 o'clock. Live inside the XL Center, Jonah Cart, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.